Alright, you lot, strap in, cause today we're diving into some proper gaming outrage. Love 'em or hate 'em, microtransactions have wormed their way into almost every corner of gaming, like a wallet-draining plague. But before we crack open this kind of controversy, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks, it helps the channel grow. Seriously, your support means I can keep doing this. Let's face it, more voices out there calling out industry nonsense, better. Now stick around, cause by end, you'll either be nodding along furiously or raging in comments. Either way, I'm here for it. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Alright, starting us off at number 10, NBA 2K franchise. The series that once upon a time were about basketball, you know, actual game. But since 2013 this franchise has been less about slam dunks and more about slamming your wallet. Look, it's bad enough that yearly installments are basically glorified roster updates masquerading as full-price games. But real insult? Insidious greedy microtransactions. Want to upgrade your player? That'll cost you. Fancy some decent cosmetics? Fork it over. My career mode? More like my credit card mode. Don't even get me started on casino mechanics that jammed into the game, complete with spinning wheels, slot machines, and pachinko-style nonsense. Cause no, it says basketball simulation, like pretending you're in Vegas. It's a shameless cash grab, and somehow people are still falling for it every year. So it suits at 2K. Congratulations, you managed to turn a beloved sports franchise into a meme for everything wrong with gaming today. And to anyone still playing this mess, blink twice if you need rescuing from your VC addiction. Coming in at number 9, Red Dead Redemption Online, or as I like to call it, Red Dead Microtransaction Simulator. Rockstar had something brilliant with Red Dead Redemption 2, beautifully crafted single-player masterpiece, but then they decided, hey, let's turn this into an online experience and ruin it with predatory microtransactions. Enter Red Dead Online. With Wild West ain't about exploring, gunfights or cowboy antics. It's about grinding harder than a saloon's house band. Want a decent horse? Better save up that gold. And by save, I mean grind endlessly for scraps. Or, you know, just buy some with real cash. Fancy some new clothes to stop looking like a half-star prospector? That'll cost you too. And let's not forget ridiculous wait times for updates and new content, leaving players with little more to do than stare at Endless Horizon while Rockstar laughs all the way to the bank. It's almost impressive how they've turned such a rich and immersive world into a barren wasteland of frustration. Well done, Rockstar. You've truly captured the spirit of capitalism, in a game that's supposed to be about rebellion against it. At number 8, it's Fallout 76, a game that proved Bethesda can take an already post-apocalyptic world and somehow make it even more dystopian by nuking your wallet with microtransactions. Look, we all remember absolute train wreck at its launch, bugs galore, an empty world, and servers held together with duct tape and hope. But Bethesda didn't stop there. Nah. Instead of fixing the game properly, they decided to double down and introduce Atom Shop. Want some new skins or camp decorations to make your miserable wasteland slightly less depressing? Hand over your hard-earned cash for overpriced cosmetics. But real insult? Fallout first. Yeah, Bethesda had audacity to charge players a monthly subscription for private servers, unlimited scrap storage, and other perks that should have been basic features in first place. And to avoid insult to injury, even subscription service were broken at launch. Scrap got deleted, private servers weren't private, and fans were left wondering if this were all an elaborate joke. Spoiler, it wasn't. Fallout 76 went from a series about surviving in a wasteland to becoming wasteland itself, cause no drains life after a franchise quite like corporate greed. Coming in at number 7, it's Dead or Alive 6, a game that managed to take art of milking wallets and turning it into a competitive sport. Now, Dead or Alive series has always been known for two things, its fighting mechanics, and let's not beat around bush, its visual appeal. But with Dead or Alive 6, Koei Tecmo decided to make appeal not just visual, but financial. You want extra costumes? That'll cost you. Fancy additional characters? Fork it over. But here's kicker. Buying everything in this game had cost you over 1,000 quid. Yeah, you heard me. 1,000 bloody quid. Oh, and let's not forget sheer absurdity at Air Colour DLC. They actually tried to charge players real money just to change characters' hair colour. And if you wanted to change it back, guess what? More money. I mean, who even thinks of this stuff? Oh yeah, let's charge people for cosmetic decisions that they can't keep permanently. absolute lunacy. To make matters worse, grind for in-game currency were laughable. Unless you got infinite free time or infinite patience, you're basically forced to coughin up cash just to unlock simplest things. And for what? A game that feels more like a storefront than a theatre. Landing at number 6, it's Halo. Yeah, legendary franchise that defined console shooters and gave us memories of LAN parties and phrase, "I need a weapon." But now, only thing you need is bloody credit card. When Halo Infinite dropped, it brought solid gameplay and a promising multiplayer. But then 343 Industries decided to slap us with a battle pass system and microtransactions so aggressive they'd make a Spartan blush. Want a cool armor set? That'll cost you. Fancy a visor colour? Better crack open the wallet. Even basic cosmetics that should have been rewards for skill or time investment were locked behind absurd paywall. And don't get me started on seasonal content. Progression were a grind fest, slow as hell, and blatantly designed to push players towards paying for faster unlocks. It's like they took camaraderie of Halo community and replaced it with, how much can we squeeze out of these suckers before they leave? What's truly tragic is that Halo used to represent everything great about gaming. Creativity, skill, and community. Now, feels like just another corporate cash grab, with Master Chief awkwardly dragged along for a ride. He deserves better. We all do. At number 5, we got Overwatch. Hero shooter that went from being a Game of the Year contender to a cautionary tale about corporate greed. When Overwatch launched back in 2016, it was a shining example of fun, polished multiplayer experience. But then Blizzard decided to ruin party by introducing a loot box system that quickly became synonymous with gambling mechanics. Sure, you didn't have to buy loot boxes, but good luck getting those sweet skins or highlight intros without spending hours grinding or cracking open your wallet. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Blizzard released Overwatch 2. And oh boy, they went full throttle with monetization. Loot boxes? Gone. But instead of improving the system, they introduced overpriced skins and battle passes that somehow made things even worse. Imagine paying 20 quid for a single skin, cause that's where we're at now. Let's not forget that Blizzard tried to market Overwatch 2 as a sequel, only to deliver what were basically a glorified update with even more ways to drain your cash. It's insulting, really. What were once a vibrant player-focused game has turned into yet another soulless storefront masquerading as a shooter. Sliding into number 4, we've got Silent Hill Ascension. Now, horror games are supposed to terrify you, but not cost your bank account screaming in background. Unfortunately, that's exactly what this entry in franchise managed to do. Silent Hill series is legendary for its atmosphere, storytelling, and ability to make you question your sanity. So of course, Konami decided to cash in on nostalgia by injecting series with, you guessed it, microtransactions. Cause no enhances terror of facing off against monsters like being nickel and dime for cosmetics, upgrades, and enhanced experiences. And it's not just about money grabbing tactics, it's sheer audacity of it. Imagine being immersed in a spine-chilling moment, only for the game to subtly remind you, hey, wouldn't you like a shiny new outfit for your character? Only $5.99. Completely ruined the vibe, doesn't it? What's worse, it's feared that this could set tone for future entries. Instead of focusing on eerie, mind-bending horror that series is known for, we get monetized mess designed to prey on your wallet rather than your psyche. Silent Hill deserves better than this corporate nonsense. And so do we. Coming in at number 3 is Mortal Kombat 1. Now you'd think a game with all brutal combat and spine-ripping fatalities wouldn't need to mess with your finances, but here we are. When Mortal Kombat 1 launched, fans were hyped for its stunning visuals, revamped mechanics, and chance to dismember their mates in glorious 4K. But lurking beneath all blood and guts was something far more sinister, a microtransaction system that would make even Shao Kahn blush. Let's talk about these overpriced cosmetics. Want a shiny new skin for your favourite fighter? That'll cost you. And no, not just in-game currency, real cash. And if you thought grinding for gear would be a fair alternative, think again. Prime was so painstakingly slow, it's clearly designed to push you towards spending money. Fatality? More like financiality. But real knockout punch? Premium currency system. Instead of earning cool unlockables by showcasing your skill, you're stuck choosing between grinding your soul away or opening your wallet. It's a far cry from days when Mortal Kombat were all about skill and unlocking secrets through gameplay, not a storefront masquerading as a fighter. Sliding into runner-up spot at number 2, we've got Destiny 2. or as some fans like to call it, Destiny 2 Cashgrab Chronicles. When Destiny 2 first launched, it had all makings of a stellar sci-fi shooter, stunning visuals, smooth gameplay, rich world to explore. But then Bungie decided to pepper it with enough microtransactions to make even EA jealous. Enter Eververse Store, a shrine to overpriced cosmetics, emotes, another fluff that no one asked for but somehow became central to the game's economy. Its kicker, it's not just about cosmetics. Bungie found ways to lock meaningful content like dungeons behind paywalls too. They'll drop a shiny new expansion for 40 quid, only to sell you seasonal passes and additional content on top of that. Oh, you wanted to experience full story without breaking bank? Too bad. And let's not forget infamous sunsetting system. Remember that fancy gear you grinded for months turn? Bungie decided, nah, let's make it obsolete and force players to chase next shiny thing. It's a perpetual hamster wheel designed to keep you spending, and it's exhausting. Destiny 2 may be about Guardians saving Galaxy, but Bungie made it clear they're only saving the bottom line. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Crown jewel of microtransaction disasters. At number 1, it's Call of Duty franchise. Or as I like to call it, Cash of Duty. Now this one hurts. Once upon a time, Call of Duty were a titan in FPS world. Campaigns were gripping, multiplayer were addictive, and only thing you paid for after launch were occasional map pack. But then 2019 rolled around and Activision decided to take franchise into a bold new direction, straight into your wallet. Let's talk about battle passes. Sure, it's not as bad as loot boxes, but it's still a sneaky way to make you grind like mad while subtly nudging you to pay for tier skips. And store? An endless carousel of overpriced cosmetics, weapon skin, and bundles that make even a seasoned credit card cringe. 20 quid for a fancy operator skin? Really? And let's not ignore Warzone. What started as a free-to-play phenomenon quickly became a monetization playground. Want to stand out on Battlefield? That'll cost you. Oh, and don't forget constant new content drops that somehow always come with a hefty price tag. Saddest part? Actual gameplay and mechanics are still solid, but they're buried under layers of corporate greed. It's like finding a diamond in a landfill. Call of Duty may still dominate charts, but it's no longer about innovation or fun. It's about squeezing every last penny from its players. And that's me top 10 games ruined by microtransactions. Agree? Disagree? Ready to throw your controller at screen? Let me know in comments below, cause I'd love to hear your takes. And I might even feature them in an upcoming video. Before you go, don't forget to support the channel. Hit that like button, smash subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to join Discord. Let's keep conversation going there. Follow me on X for daily rants and gaming hot takes. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider becoming a channel member. Memberships come with exclusive perks, early access to content, and satisfaction in knowing you're helping me call out nonsense in gaming. All links you need are down below, so go wild. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.